Welcome to the Bandana Podcast. We're calling a spade a spade. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark again go absolutely bananas against the Dallas Wings this afternoon. Folks, this was one of the most entertaining, exciting, nerve-wracking, emotional roller coaster game I've experienced so far this season. And at the end of the game, my emotions are going out on a high. Man, what a great win all around, folks. There is credit to be had all around the Indiana Fever. This was a come-from-behind victory, a game where we didn't seem like we had our bearings under us. We came back, we took the lead late in the fourth, and I was saying in the venue, folks, this is where winning teams show that they can win. Let's not go back and forth, 1 point game, 1 point game, 1 point game. Let's take that lead. Let's hold on to it, and let's go back home with a win. And folks, that is exactly what we did. Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark absolutely went nuts today. They combined for 64 points, 10 rebounds, 15 assists. Yes, every defense's worst nightmare. And folks, J.C. Sheldon was giving Caitlin Clark fits. Arike Ungumawale balled up today. Balled up, 34 points, 8 rebounds. Folks, she had 9 threes. 9 threes, 5 threes in the first half. Arike, you are a baller. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, folks. This was a huge win from the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark, 28 points, 12 assists, 4 rebounds, doing what Caitlin Clark does. Scoring, assisting, rebounding, building players' confidence. Caitlin Clark now has the most double-doubles by a guard in a single season in WNBA history. Caitlin Clark is the first rookie in the NBA or WNBA to have consecutive games with 25 or more points, 10 or more assists, and 5 or more three-pointers made in a game. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are the third duo in WNBA history to each record 25 points and 5 or more three-pointers made in a game. Folks, these two players had themselves a day today, and most importantly, it came when we needed them the most. It came when we needed them the most. In the fourth quarter, going into the fourth quarter down, we needed our stars to step up. We needed our ballers to ball. And they balled. Caitlin Clark, whether it was getting to the rim, shooting threes, heat check threes, getting to the free throw line. Kelsey Mitchell. Folks, it's to that point to where when I get to the fourth quarter and it's a tight game, I'm saying, Kelsey, take us home, baby. Kelsey, please take us home. Kelsey Mitchell is a bucket getter. She has a pure stroke, a pure shot. Her size up to a shot, one of the best that I've seen in quite a long time. On top of the defense that she plays on the other end of the floor. Folks, we needed our best players to play like it in the fourth quarter. And they did. Both Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell can't say enough good things about the fourth quarter you two women put forth. And folks, I got to give credit where credit is due here. I got to give credit where credit is due. Yep. Folks, a couple times, Chrissy Sides caught me off guard with a timeout. And I'm like, you know what? That's a good timeout. Let's get our bearings under us. We're in the process of fighting back. We've taken the lead. Things might be looking a little sloppy out there. Timeout. Relax. Breathe. Relax. Breathe. Chrissy Sides maybe didn't coach the best game, but man, this was one of her better coaching performances. I got to give it up, folks. I got to give it up. The rotation, why was Katie Lewin? I don't know. But my biggest gripe this whole season has been just letting the other team go on run after run after run. The offense looked sloppy, stagnant, uncoordinated. Chrissy Sides noticed it and said timeout a couple times in the fourth quarter. And Christy, man, good job in today's game. We didn't get out-coached today. In fact, I would say the players left it all out on the court this afternoon. I don't know how much more the Dallas Wings had in their system. I don't know how much more the Indiana Fever had in their system. They're running up and down, up and down, up and down. Man, what a game this was. This was a game earlier in the season. Oh, man, this can get ugly. And Boston's not playing well. Yikes. And Tammy's not finishing. Yikes. And we're missing a bunch of easy layups. Yikes. But our defense held on enough. Our scoring was just enough to keep us in the lead. Our scoring was just enough to keep us in the league. We leave the third quarter 74-70. We end up doing what we do. What did Chrissy Sy say? Doing what we do, and that's getting these wins. Folks, Indiana Fever put up another 100-point performance. 100-93. What a game. What a game this was. Folks, before we get into it, I appreciate everybody that showed up at the venue. Where were we at? 600 strong in the venue. The chat absolutely rocking, absolutely crushing it. Salute to everybody in the chat who came out, showed love, supported. Wire, guys, check the comments. Wire will let you know how to get in the venue. Folks, as we've been doing lately, handwriting is not the best, but we got some notes. We got some notes. Folks, first quarter kicks off. We saw a pass from Caitlin Clark across the whole entire court to Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey catches it underneath the rim. Backdoor pass to Nalissa Smith. I was feeling good from that point on. Right? Once I saw that, I was like, oh, we're bowling today. Right? We're bowling today. But what I didn't take into account, that Arike Ongumbawale felt like bowling today too. Arike had 5 threes in the first quarter. 5 of her 9 3-point in the first quarter. Is anybody going to step up? Is anybody going to hedge on these screens? Is anybody going to show and recover? No. We're just going to let Arike continue to pull up and pull up and pull up. And it's not like Lexi was playing bad on-ball defense, to my knowledge. It seemed like when we got screened, we didn't help. We were just letting her fight through it, and if it takes a split second to fight through, Arike's got that flamethrower on her, folks. She's got that flamethrower on her, and she was shooting that impressive from Arike Ongumbawale in the first. Nalissa Smith shot 7 times in the first quarter. 7 shots in the first 6 minutes. 3 for 7. She shot more than Kelsey Mitchell. She shot more than Caitlin Clark. She shot more than Aaliyah Boston. She shot more than Lexi Hall. Do I like that? Not one bit. Did it turn into our detriment today? I don't think it was detrimental today. I don't think it was detrimental today. Do I still want Tammy in with those minutes? Yes. Dantis is starting to win me over game by game by game. Not only with her defensive rotations, she's stroking it too. She's shooting it from 3. She's got a nice 7 to 10 post-ups, fade away. I want Dantis to get some of those minutes as well. Folks, we are starting to see this rotation unfold right in front of us. We are starting to see the vision of how we need to play, what lineups need to be in. And yeah, Chrissy Size threw a loop, putting Katie Lou Samuelson in there. Not exactly sure why. We're fixing things that aren't broken. We're having, 3 straight games? Sun, Sky, Dream playing amazing basketball, top basketball. No Katie Lou. Suddenly we see Katie Lou in the lineup today. Not exactly sure what that was about, Christy. Not exactly sure what that was about at all. But hey, it ended up working at the end of the day today. Kelsey Mitchell. Folks, Kelsey Mitchell is an automatic bucket within 15 feet. That size up, pull up, Kelsey Mitchell loves to display. To be honest with you, that's part of the reason why we were hanging on so close in that first quarter. Not because Nalissa Smith, yeah, she was 3 for 7. I think Kelsey Mitchell, she brought the energy, she brought the aggression. She missed more layups than I've seen her miss in her entire season so far. So I'm going to give Kelsey a pass on some of these missed layups. Just didn't have the touch today. But Kelsey Mitchell, man, cannot say enough about how great of a player Kelsey Mitchell is. Folks, she plays both ways. She's playing both ways. She's playing defense and she's playing offense. Kelsey Mitchell, 8 points in the first quarter. Nalissa Smith, 6 points in the first quarter. Caitlin Clark, 5 points in the first quarter. Came out 2 for 6, 1 for 4 from 3. Wasn't panicking. They looked like some pretty good shots. They just weren't falling. One of the threes went in and out. A couple of them were on target, but short. But after that first quarter, didn't seem like we were going to have the best game. 23 points we allowed from the Dallas Wings. We only scored 19. So we did hold on, make it close, but the turnovers were really killing us in that first quarter. Turnovers, missed layups. That's partially why the game was so close. If we made half of the layups we missed in the first quarter, we probably would have dropped 30. But sometimes that's not the way the cookie crumbles. Sometimes you got to fight for it. And today the Indiana Fever fought for it. Between the officials just being garbage, no calls for the Indiana Fever's favor. We got outshot at the free throw line. The Dallas Wings shot about 27 free throws this game. Under no circumstance should they be shooting more free throws, that many more free throws, than the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark needs to get to the line more. Kelsey Mitchell needs to get to the line more. Aaliyah Boston gets hacked every game and never gets those calls. Nalissa Smith, she does the Angel Reese flail for a call, but she does get hacked as well. Nalissa Smith, she played well enough today. So salute to you, Nalissa Smith. Appreciate what you brought to the party today. Second quarter rolls around. We're down 23-19. We get a whole missed layup. Temi dropped 2 passes. Smith, a couple bad fouls on defense. Folks, we need a defensive slide. We need a defensive slide. So often I see Nalissa Smith running side by side with her opponent on defense, and instead of sliding, she bumps her body, and it's a foul call every single time. Every single time, and it's a bad foul call. Not only are they bad calls, but they send the other team to the line as well. So we got to clean that up, Nalissa. We need to clean that up. Start utilizing your feet more. That's why we want Temi in there. That's why we want Dantas in there. They utilize their feet, and they don't get overly confident on the offensive end. You made, 3 of your first 4, and then we just bricked a couple straight. So let's let the game come to you. Don't force it in the paint. But Nalissa, again, salute to you. Fairly good game. Arike Ongabawali, 24 points at halftime. Like I said, she balled out heavy today. Kelsey Mitchell, 15 at half. Nalissa Smith, 10 shots at the half. No idea how that happened or why that happened. Some of them were forced. Need to clean that up. Really need to clean that up against the good teams. Folks, this is the thing. Against the good teams, we can't afford to just force ourselves shots. We need to get the baskets in the rhythm of the game. And if it's between Aaliyah getting 10 shots in the first half or Nalissa getting 10 shots in the first half, I want it to be Aaliyah every single time. But Aaliyah Boston, I'm not sure where she's been these last few games. I'm really not sure where she's been these last few games. 7 points on the night, 8 boards, 2 assists, 5 personal fouls. She just seems out of sync with the offense. She's slipping too much on these screens, not actually setting body screens. She's slipping way too much, which allows her defender to recover a lot easier. Or if they're switching, it allows the switch to take place without absolutely no pushback at all. Aaliyah, you got to set those big body screens so when you hit the slip, it catches the defense a little bit more off guard. Instead, you just seem to be running in the way when you set some of those screens on the top of the key. Can we please work on that? Please. Come out in the third quarter. First play is a timeout. 3-second violation. Second play is an Aaliyah Boston soft layup. The Dallas Wings go on a 19-10 run in the third quarter. Timeout, Christy sighs. Beautiful timeout, Christy. Let's switch this lineup in, folks. We fought back in the third quarter. 28-25. Indiana Fever fought back in the third quarter. We lost the third quarter, but we fought back. This was a great game. 74-70 heading into the fourth. Fourth quarter was back and forth. Seemed like we just never got over the hump. Seemed like we never could just break away. 1 point, and then the Wings would pull away. We get close and the Wings, but eventually we get the lead. Eventually we get the lead. And we take it home. We get the lead and we take it home. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell absolutely did what superstars needed to do in that fourth quarter. Kelsey Mitchell, 11 points in the fourth quarter. Caitlin Clark, 7 points, 5 assists in the first quarter. Our superstars took us, even Aaliyah Boston, 6 points on the night, 5 in the first quarter. 5 in the fourth quarter, excuse me. The players we needed to step up, stepped up. Damaris Dantas hit a big three. Had a nice step-away fade. Lexi Hull hit clutch free throws in the last few minutes after we already had a lead. Kelsey Mitchell fighting through screens. Lexi Hull diving for loose balls. Folks, this was one of the better games that I've seen this year so far. This was one of the better games that I've seen, strictly from a basketball standpoint so far. Yes, there were a lot of missed layups, but the talent that was on the floor at the guard level specifically between Clark and Mitchell and Enrique and then Satu Sabali. Sabali joined the dinner party as well, 23 points on the night. Games like this will help grow the WNBA. Not faulty double-doubles, folks. It is what it is. Not Asia Wilson doing whatever she did. Not Diana Taurasi doing whatever she... Games like tonight, games like today, high-level guard play, high-intensity guard play, high-talent guard play. And I got to give it up to the Dallas Wings. Yeah, were there some tough fouls in there? Yes. Any flagrants? No. Cece had a scratch on her shoulder. Don't know how she got it. You'd think she got into a fight with Wolverine. Hard-fought victory. Hard-fought victory for the Indiana Fever tonight. 28 points for Caitlin Clark. 36 for Kelsey Mitchell, a season high. 36 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. Folks, Kelsey Money Mitchell, Kelsey Max Mitchell, whatever you want to call her, we need her. Like I said, we're at the point where in the fourth quarter, I'm like, Kelsey, bring us home. Caitlin, make the right decision with the basketball, but Kelsey, bring us home. And that all took place today. Again, Christy Sides, clutch timeouts when it felt like it could have been slipping away. When we took the lead just to say, guys, we have the lead, let's calm it down. Guys, we have the lead, let's take our time. Guys, we have the lead, let's settle in. All around, well played. All around, well played. First quarter was the bad quarter, but every quarter thereafter, 26 points in the second, 25 in the third, 30 in the fourth. If we made our layups, we're dropping 112 tonight. We're dropping 112 if we just make our layups. And that's all I'm going to leave you with. Very proud of this team today. I know it doesn't mean anything coming from me. I know. But very proud of this team tonight. Man. Can't say anything bad, really. That's the level of excitement. That's how good I'm feeling coming off this win. I don't even want to trash anybody. Nalissa, don't force it. Aaliyah, step it up. I know you have it in you. Do I need to go after that hair dye again? Because I will. But I know you have it in you. And we need you. We need you to show up if we're going to make a playoff run. We need you to show up. We don't need you to drop 20. Give me 15 and 10. Give me 15, 10, and a few assists. I need something from you, Aaliyah. I need something from you. Please. And if any of you guys listen to the broadcast, Nancy Leiberman took shots at Cheryl Swoops on the broadcast today. She gave Caitlin Clark her flowers while directly aiming her sights at Cheryl Swoops. Caitlin Clark is the reason why the WNBA is as popular as it's been. Fact. Caitlin Clark is going to be the reason why these women turn into millionaires. Fact. Caitlin Clark needs to be celebrated and not tolerated. Bow, 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 is what Aaliyah Boston says, right? Nancy Leiberman said, you know what, Cheryl? Don't be a Cheryl. This is how you champion the young players. This is how you champion the face of the league. You don't tear down, you build up, Cheryl. I know you're used to tearing down 22-year-old women. I know you're used to it. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. Or at the end of the day, when people look up Cheryl Swoops on Google, it's going to pull up Caitlin Clark, Cheryl Swoops. It's no longer going to be Cheryl Swoops Hall of Famer, Cheryl Swoops legend. It's not going to be that anymore. It's going to be Cheryl Swoops talks bad about Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Swoops gets a reality check from Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Swoops gets cooked by Nancy Leiberman on NBA TV. Cheryl Swoops gets removed from the game because of her blatant hate for Caitlin Clark. Don't be a Cheryl. It's the Bandana Podcast. We're calling a spade a spade. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel. I appreciate all you guys. Everybody in the venue, salute. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much for your support. It is incredibly awesome, incredibly humbling, and it's motivating. See you guys on the next one. Catch you in the venue on Wednesday. Let me know what you think in the comment section below.